Right.
Like their owners, for decorating their ships with heat leech nets.
Last time we finished up the Ryujin quest line, and we decided to go ahead with the neuroamp, the internal neuroamp, and we also got rid of Ularu and rehired Imogene, and we did a minor incursion. Next, I'm thinking we should probably finish up everything else in Neon because there's still quite a few quests there. So let's get started with that.
Would be a nice touch.
Need some work done? Looks to me like you... Sure, have it.
Lowering strength variable.
That's that.
Better not be a waste of my time. Yeah, what? Always happy to take... Time to move on.
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
Pirates expected easy prey.
Sophistication and space.
Ignore me. I'm nobody. Nobody at all. I'll pay your little fine here, but I better not see you again.
You fought hard to get to where you are. Live your best life.
Be here when you end a surprising turn of events and a victory for us all.
Hello.
Thomas didn't die of a heart attack. That's a total lie. Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all. I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty? Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up? Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here. Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas. Well, there you are. Yes, please. Try and stay dry out there.
Got a problem?
Everyone knows this is Neon.
If you're not here to do business, you'd best leave before we get pissed off. And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. I clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them. Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through a tube. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. They realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm one of their best guys. I'm tough, dependable, and I make a lot of money for the Syndicate. Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time. It's annoying how you're making sense right now. Sure, there may be some better uses of my time. It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine, we won't go around to the Emporium any longer. Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice. Tevin won't have to worry about us anymore.
No funny
Pains me to
business.
say that. Took guts to come in here and do what you just did. I have to admit that. We'll leave Tevin in his shop alone. Tevin won't have to worry about us anymore. Pains me.
News you can trust.
Your ultimate discovery? The perfect match. Exclusive. You're in Stroud, Eklund. You thought of...
Yes. Be careful. Headlock is a dangerous gentleman. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. Exquisite goods. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
Yeah. What's up?
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. You're good to go. Trident Star Yard acknowledging hail. All customers are warmly welcome.
Hello there. If you have any questions about... Let me see your manifest. It doesn't appear you... Can I help you? It was my pleasure. Maybe if I save up for 1,000,000 years.
Just making sure everyone feels safe.
Rest assured that every inch of a Trident luxury ship was reviewed by myself. And my trusty staff. Of course. I see. Hand it over, please. Huh. So this is the velocity I've heard so much about. I must say, I'm cautiously looking forward to partaking in it. I shall see if it lives up to its great expectations. Well, it seems you've done what I asked of you. I promised you reimbursement, so here it is. I'm sure having the privilege to run this errand for me was payment enough for you, but I am a woman of my word. Now, run along, please. I have much work to do. The future of space travel will not craft itself. To craft it...
Enjoy, Neon.
Whoa, jeez, I'll pay you a little fine.
How you liking that laser gun?
Please excuse me. You serious? Maybe you're right. Today's not...
An eyewitness said that it was remarkable that the Rangers were able to use information the systems news network.
You ever hear that one about the whole
Each of our unique starship models is exactly elusive. You photo. To get to where you go, anywhere in the
Captain, approaching. Generating counterpoints.
starting to run dry.
Beginning. Slack auxiliary. Humans.
If the disciples spot you, they're gonna attack straight away. Huh. So you did the job, and nobody had to die. That was one hell of an audition. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning. As soon as I realized that the disciples had sniper rifles and assault rifles, I ordered everyone to go to ground. but we can't keep it up forever. All we need to be back in the game are weapons of our own. Usually, we're an all-in type of thing. But for you, I'll make an exception. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you. I think you're gonna fit in well. Bye.
So, you're part of the gang now, huh? Welcome, then. Don't be too put out if it takes a while for the hooligans to warm up to you. They ain't big on outsiders. Really? They are? Son of a bitch. So apparently it's just me they had a problem with. I mean, I wasn't at my best, but still. Really classy. Definitely. I got your back now, new fish. I used to be a trader. Had a top-of-the-line tile, a flush bank account. I was at the top of my game. Then, one really epic crash at the Astro Lounge, and poof, gone. Bye-bye. Woke up in the gutter, and I've been trying to crawl out ever since. The whole damn system is rigged. They rope you into the lounge and just suck your credits dry. Then, when you got nothing, you're just another junkie in Epside. No way to make credits and get out. If it weren't for the strikers, well, you get the picture. And I'm the poster child. Anyway, you need anything else? Yeah. Well, maybe. Man, when you're tripping Aurora, it's like nothing else. But it can eat you up. Stay clear, kid. Trust me on it. I have a few hustles of my own. Plus, I'm not bad at a bit of the stand and deliver. Haven't had to end too many people. Yet. Times are bad now, though.
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well.
I will not fall.
So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right? Oh, you want to start something, do you? Just kidding. You're part of our messed up family now. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. Wasn't that long ago that we held our own against the Disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well, did you want something? Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. But all of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down. Everything was pretty fine, till a couple years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the Disciples wanted all of Epside. It's been blood and knives ever since. Talk later.
Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong. Andrea has lost more than any of us. She used to be a pilot, had a ship, a life, everything. Now she walks the hard road of staying clean. Leaves her in a bad mood, pretty much always. We are more alike than I thought. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak. Oh yes, every day a different struggle. To stay alive, to stay good in the head. But the strikers and Briggs took me in, gave me a family. I will do anything to protect them. And I mean anything. Those that live are strong and desperate. Like us. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs. Signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood, but I say make the disciples bleed at every chance. Briggs will be pleased, but if you need things, I can hook you up. I make sure the strikers have what they need. Good luck. A lot of the signs are high up. Be careful up there. Very dangerous. The strikers steal all sorts of things. I handle the stash. Not sure why me, although I don't think anyone would trust Vogel or Andrea to do it. Many don't. You can find corpses anywhere. No one notices anymore. And the lucky ones, they have to sell themselves, their soul, beliefs, anything and everything. There is no hope here, only the struggle. Of course. Always keep your eyes open.
What can I get you today?
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack.
Charting Captain's new exhaustion rate. Updating speed. beginning, Miss... Captain. Acknowledged.
Try anything, you're dead.
what have we here? There's a steep. Tell you what, you pay the fine. Maybe. You're one of ours. Easy. Fine, fine.
You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel to keep the disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die. If people are in the wrong place at the wrong time, you might not have much choice. Gang fights are no holds barred, so make your peace with it. You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us. Well, I had to ask. We'll manage. Hit up Vogel.
First rule of strikers is take what you need to survive. Finally, Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurts. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So thank you for changing his mind. You better believe it. Both of us worked for that hellhole Xenofresh way back. I was a casualty of a reduction in force. But Paul Briggs's leg got crushed in an accident. So Xenofresh, being the class act they are, they fired him, and later even sued him. So it was him and I on the streets. I helped him through rehab. The Ebbside strikers sort of grew around us. You better believe it. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos, right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns, and then the real fun begins. No promises. The till's running empty. So if I happen to see some marks on the way, then the fishies better pay up, know what I mean? Well, Briggs ain't the only one thinking round here. Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me and my boys will take some others. I've been dreaming of it. Good talk.
The disciples are gonna pay for... Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
We love a jam,
Like making a purchase today? I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend. Started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing. And that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. No problem. Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up to this? All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to have any part of it. Because they're bottom-feeding parasites. They steal and murder, and security couldn't care less. Us businessmen have to draw a line somewhere, and this is mine. I've known Briggs for ages, and he's not the problem. It's people like Hatchet and Andrea. They're dangerous. They are definitely the lesser evil. All right already, all right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. But this is a one-time deal. I don't want anything to do with this madness after that. That's not a discount. This is what you're starting to... I'm glad you understand. Fine, fine. You can have your discount if you just stop your yapping. I'll get the armor over to Madame Savage. We're done. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today.
Package food? Check. Neuromancer?
Auxiliary human captain's efficacy.
Kind of in the middle of something here.
Auxiliary human acknowledged.
We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
And that's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol? Hell, at first I thought you were some dumb thrill seeker. But you're, well, pretty awesome. Everything's going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. New fish, we wouldn't be here without you. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back? You'll be drawing a lot of heat, but if you think you can handle it, works for me. You heard the plan.
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now! You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence, a bit of murder. Word is, all of this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets, huh? You wouldn't know the first thing about my job. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciples have been pissing me off for far too long. So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing Neon Security Black. Or, you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice. Free to go as far away from here as you like. The further the better, in my book. The best way to fight gang violence is getting your own pet gang. Trust me, they'll fit right in on the force. That works for me too. Don't take too long. Time to onboard the new hires. You guys did this? It's almost impressive. Almost.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Epside? Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs who in Epside? What's your take? That's Neon for you. Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us, know we'll be forever grateful. Our goal was always to survive. Now we have a chance to thrive. Here's your cut. You better believe you earned it. See you around. All of us owe you. We'll never forget. All of us owe you. We'll never forget.
Real job again.
I still don't know what to think.
Yeah, real job again.
I still don't know what to think.
Finally, I can leave this garbage dump. Finally, I can leave this garbage
You guys did this? It's almost...
What I don't sell.
Too bad I can't.
Coming right now. And you may...
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or Chimera?
You kidding, Chimera?
You should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tacticals. My best work.
Oh, Chimera's nice, but Velocity?
Are you in a gang? You sound like a middle-aged bank teller.
Down
Yeah,
to third velocity.
I'm in a gang. The Disciples.
By the third Chimera,
Maybe
you're
you've heard of
floating
them.
on frickin' Cloud 9.
Euphoric is home for people like us. And by people like us, I mean killers, thugs, and thieves. Now, I haven't killed anyone in a while, but that just means
Let's
I'm
face
due.
it, some people are just gifted.
Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd stink for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think? True. Don't want to fight a war on two fronts. All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Ha! And it's gonna stay that way. That old Cyclops knows what's...
Hardcore kinetics isn't the only game in town, you know. What can I get you? Good work. I hope you made him squirm. No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. You have anything there, Styx? About the war?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I get what you're saying. You just want to forget, but one's got nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
No one understands, you stupid piece of tin. That's the problem. Yeah? What do you want? If you've got the credits. Always keep plenty of ammo in stock, too. We need to move some merch. You got the money. All right, buzz off. Yeah? What? Then here I thought you were just If you, find anything else, make sure it's really...
We're fully stocked on supplies today. Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. We're a general goods store, so we carry all sorts of materials you can use to outfit yourself for galactic exploration. Do I sound that awful? I didn't even realize. Terrible, just terrible. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. He runs Sieghart's Outfitters. It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could say he's our only real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that. For protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee scheme. We've been spared that indignity so far, but it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening. It's a little group James formed, with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon security because he has no choice. He can't afford to fight back like my husband expects. I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation, I don't think he's listening to me at all. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times. Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong. Take your time. Thank you for stopping by.
Those two. Don't even bother with
These have gotten pretty bad.
back off. Unlike any other in the settled systems, we have everything. I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
I have plenty of supplies for your next expedition in stock.
How about hitting up the rooftops and watching lightning hit the span?
You know, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Great. I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
It's a date.
If you ever want to get away from the crowds, the rooftops are always a good option.
Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it. The question should really be, what don't we sell? We carry a wide assortment of equipment perfectly suitable for stellar exploration and extraplanetary excursions. Best selection in Neon. An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh, yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine doing anything else. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. It's fine in theory, but this isn't New Atlantis. It's Neon. Corruption is an institution here. What can a single alliance do to stop what's built into the foundation? I don't want to seem like a defeatist, but frankly, it feels like a waste of time. Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security, but he is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands. Really? I didn't know that, but I suppose they used to treat me with respect, until I started paying the protection. But they have to understand, I could lose my business if I don't pay Dexler's fees. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach. Don't worry. I'll stop making the payments to Drexler immediately. My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. But I've always been quite stubborn. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. My business is my pride and joy. You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so please support my business with your patronage. You won't be disappointed. If you don't see it,
looking for supplies, this is the place. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was... talk to him? I don't doubt it. Like trying to wipe the slime off a chasm bass.
Oh, let it go, hon. If Sieghart says he's in, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start. Appreciate the help. Watch your back out there.
It'll be so nice. Stop by again soon.
His Majesty decided to come down to his throne.
They say, for every 5 credits Benjamin Bay you spent on Neon, 4 went to the Astral Lounge. It's the world's most exotic accident. They found the drug in the fish oil, of all things. But oil is an old story, one of grease and flame. The grease turns the wheels of commerce, and the flame attracts the moths. So be careful walking these streets, my delicate little insect. Venture too close, and you'll burn your wings. I'm in town for business. My client leaves a mess, I clean it up. I'm an independent contractor, working for some very wealthy clients. They open deals, I close them. There might be. I originally came here to complete a business deal, but the client, in a fit of foolishness, decided to close on their own. Rather than dispose of the evidence properly, they left it in a warehouse. Real amateur stuff. So there are some loose ends that need tying, and I prefer a third party handle it. Would you be interested? It's a simple job. I need you to pick something up and sell it. Giving you any more information would be unwise. I'm giving you half of my usual fee, which, according to my clients, is a ransom 3 times over. But I'm worth every cred. You'll find the merchandise in a locker in the warehouse behind Neon Tactical. Gangs in Ibside often use that area to peddle their sunshine and lollipops, so if shit's puckaroo, you'll have to improvise. Once you secure the merchandise, sell it to Coleman Lang at the Trade Authority, so it's part of their regular inventory. Return here when the job is done. What now? May we live in interesting times.
What's up?
It's party time!
Seems like the crimson is out.
You live in the rarefied air above the skull and the nest garden.
If I have to eat fish.
Can you believe Seymour Fresh Juice?
report a crime, you're gonna have to deal with it yourself. Oh, okay. So that's your opinion, is it? Right now, I'm dealing with a stabbing in Ebside, a junkie ready to toss himself off the platform, 2 robberies, and a stripped spaceship. So unless you're here to tell me that the trade tower is about to fall into the ocean, it can probably wait, right? Whoa, listen to the genius over here. What a good idea. I know what I'll do. I'll walk over to the edge of the platform and yell really loud for volunteers down at the ocean. Maybe some chasm bass will sign up. In case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly ask the Freestar Collective for help. We do things on our own. Why don't you cut the crap, okay? If you're deliberately trying to waste my time, I have no problem throwing you into one of our cells. Look, you've already wasted too much of my time. So why don't you take off and deal with your problems on your own? I don't know. You willing to pay me or what? What a coincidence. Nothing I can't stand more than a nosy civilian. I don't know. Hey, look at that. My schedule just cleared up. I actually have plenty of time to talk. Amazing. What do you want? Important. Aurora is the lifeblood of Neon, and anyone that disagrees is either delusional or a liar. Bayou is literally pulling gold out of the sea. He's got everyone hooked on the stuff and has a stranglehold on the prices. The man's a genius. He actually had enough clout to convince the entire Freestar Collective that a highly addictive narcotic can be legalized. And between you and me, I don't even touch this stuff. But I'll be damned if I don't enjoy the money it brings in. Neon is Bayou's house. Nothing happens in the city without his blessing. Doesn't matter if you're a sewer rat or a millionaire, you answer to him just the same. And you better answer with cash, or he won't lift a finger. Screw with a guy or try to complain to a higher authority, and I can personally promise to you that he'll make you disappear. But if you're pulling in cash and you're smart enough to let him shave a little off the top, he'll look the other way. Sorry, I've heard Neon Security called a lot of things, but never the law. I guess you could say we enforce the rules just enough to keep the city from falling apart. But we're really here as Bayou's private army. You can find the Freestar Rangers in the city, but they're smart enough to keep their heads down and their hands clean. If you're looking for law and order, you're not gonna find it in Neon. Watch yourself. I have my eyes.
If it's too hot to handle, we can take it off your...
Well, first of all, the outpost in Neon is hardly anything to be worried about. They have, what, like 4 men covering the entire city? Come on! And even if one of them got, I don't know, suddenly ambitious and put the heat on us, well, there are 2 ways to solve that problem. One way is to leave an unattended cred stick on the counter. The other is to give Sayoka a call. Either way, it's business for us as usual. Yeah. Various employers post jobs to the mission boards for people like you to take up. For example, the Trade Authority pays pilots to run cargo. You'll find them in bars, usually near spaceports throughout the settled systems. Not a bad gun. Good balance, weight. Allied Armaments is a UC company, but their stuff is military grade. But that is not the issue here. That gun is hotter than a frying pan full of fish grease. I'm not giving you anywhere near market rate. Ha! Should have known better than to try and fool a weapons expert. All right, I'll pay you what it's worth. But only because I know for a fact NSEC won't come looking for it. You done here? Time to move on.
Then my client can finally relax. He's a very tense man, you see. Tried to smile once, years ago, and didn't like the fit. But I digress. Here's your payment, as promised. Enjoy the rest of your time here in Neon. Yes, but I never work with the same client twice. Call it a personal rule. Goodbye.
You're new here. Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, we have plenty of Aurora for sale. Not at the Astral Lounge, my friend. In fact, this is the only place authorized to sell Aurora by order of Administrator Bayou himself. And once you buy it, you can use it anywhere in the Neon that you'd like. Except the spaceport, of course. Then what are we waiting for? Let's set you up. Here, take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure? Oh, Ben and I are good friends. He personally gave me the job here at the Astral Lounge. Oh, he's a good man. Cares a lot about the citizens of Neon, making sure they're all employed and well taken care of. A real humanitarian. Pretty amazing, isn't it? That's Borealis, only 19 years old, and yet she produces some of the most heart-pounding, trippiest electronic music you've ever heard. I don't know where she gets her inspiration, but I'm betting all that free Aurora she gets has something to do with it. That depends on if you're hungry or thirsty. Alright, well, I've got a couple of specialties of the house you might be interested in. First, there's our best seller, Sangria Astral, which is a curiously refreshing, fruit-infused red wine served in a commemorative bottle. But if your palate is a bit more refined, we have our Bayou Private Reserve, a painstakingly distilled cognac stored in the purest Arcturan crystal. That enough? Or are you hungry as well? Ah, a bit of a foodie, are we? I can't say I blame you. We're just as renowned for our cuisine here as we are for our drinks. First, let me tempt you with our melon caviar. Delicate, salty spheres of melon, hydroponically grown in our private aqua garden. And to finish, our lounge special strip. A grilled soy-based steak served with a steaming side of chipped potatoes. It's delicious. Anything there sound appetizing? Or are you looking for something else? Of course, of course. Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere else in the settled systems. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away. Well, of course. The Sky Suite features an open design with an emphasis on luxury. Whether you prefer the morning sky or a neon sunrise, the high ceilings and wall-sized windows will give you a full view of the city's splendor. How unfortunate, but I will be here should you change your mind. Come back soon. We have plenty of Aurora. Start with a drink. Enjoy the lounge.
You don't need to wear your helmet.
If you're wondering what cuts and scrapes and dislocated.
What can Reliant Medical do for you? Hello. Hope you're feeling well today. Fantastic. That'll really help out around here. Thanks for everything. These supplies will be put to good use. Here, take this. I threw in a bit extra for you, since you really came through for me. You're looking well today. Let me look you over. There's nothing wrong with you. Oh, that's great. Feel free to take a look. Try not to get hurt out there.
reversals alone. I'm making another run out of New to get closer to God. Actually, it's one of the... Have you ever felt some... I've jumped dozens of... But I'll keep jumping. You sound so... It was a pleasure talking, but I hope God watches over...
My frame allows increased strength level. Offload items.
I don't know. I just have the worst luck. It's the shielding one week, the grav drive the next. And when everything's working, spacers show up. I must have been born under a ladder covered in black cats. Was it? Damn lock is busted too. Oh god, what else could go wrong? I'm on edge after the ship nearly blew up. Complete system failure after the last grav jump. I was barely able to land her in one piece. Anyway, I'll be here for a while. If you want to hang out, you can, but I won't be much company. What am I missing here? The shielding? The generators? God damn it, I'm always forgetting something. This would go faster if my palms weren't so damn sweaty. Need to check the helium. It'd be so mean to fix the ship and find out I have no fuel. This would go faster if my palms weren't so damn sweaty.
yours. Gotta call someone powerful.
Hey, get out of my way! I don't understand. I need to go now.
Take a look around. Feel free to look around.
I don't do payment plans or lines of credit, and I don't sell to shady individuals. If you can handle that, your money's welcome here.
Everyone needs supply. How about I just...
Outlaws, washed up, there's bandits in the Shaw gang. This can be a dangerous place. Best to carry a reliable piece.
I want to do your business. Take a gander.
The UC can't be that bad, can it?
Let me know if you need anything. Here's my current.
I'll say right up... Here. I get all kinds in here. Well...
You meet all sorts in the city.
Ask anyone. Plenty to look at.
I can't handle this! Oh no!
Everyone needs supplies. Take a gander.
Aquila City is bustling. Happy to.
Recommending I carry additional items, Captain.
sure Laredo makes some good guns.
I won't take a look around. How about I just